I recently got my third Lord in Marvel Rivals, and that Lord is the Human Torch. When comparing Human Torch to my other two lords, that being Spider-Man and Hulk, this one still took me a very similar amount of time, that being around 30 hours. However, this one I would say was a lot easier to get into. I think Human Torch took me about like 26, 27 hours as opposed to Spider-Man and Hulk, which took me about like 28, 29 hours. And a big reason for that is that Human Torch, he's really good at farming damage, and that was just so helpful. When it comes to getting proficiency on Duelist, one factor is doing damage, and when playing as Spider-Man, he is not a high damage dealing character. And so Spider-Man in a sense took a really long time because I was not doing a lot of damage even though it did have a lot of final hits. But in the case of Human Torch though, that was just not the case. Getting Lord with Human Torch was just a lot easier because he can just farm a lot more damage. I had multiple games where I was getting like 20 plus K damage and it just felt really good. And when it comes to final hits, Torch, he's good at that. Spider-Man, he's still better when it comes to final hits, but when it comes to final hits, Torch is also really good in that regard. That said, though, it taught me some really big lessons. Number one, Angela, she whoops my ass all the time. Like nowadays, when it comes to comp, when I'm playing Torch, I ban Angela. There were some times where I had matches where I beaten Angela, but overall, I have a losing record against her as Torch when it comes to 1v1s. And the other one is gonna be Iron Man. I don't care what anybody says. Iron Man, he's still a pretty good character. And also, Iron Man's Unibeam, that has one of the stupidest hitboxes in the whole game. I think it has to be like changed a bit. When I was first fighting Iron Man, I had a really hard time beating it because that Unibeam's hitbox, it is just so whack. There were so many times where I was getting damage and I was dying to a Unibeam that wasn't even directly hitting me. And one that really stood out to me was that I was just pretty much like running alongside a wall as Torch, and this Iron Man's Unibeam was hitting the wall. You can literally see the marks on the wall and it was still hitting me at the same time. Like, no, this Unibeam is clearly not hitting me, why am I still dying to it? Over time, I learned how to do the Iron Man matchup, and now I like seeing Iron Man's on my team because that means I can just melt his armor very easily. But that said though, Iron Man's Unibeam, that thing has to be like changed because that hitbox is just way too big for what it actually hits. But yeah, overall, I had a really fun time playing with one of my mains and getting him to Lord. A Human Torch, he's really fun. Yes, he's really overpowered, but he's also really fun, so I don't care. Torch's melee tech most definitely does need to be nerfed, but oh well. As for who I'm gonna Lord next, it's gonna be Daredevil. And yeah, that's about it. In Marvel Rivals, I now officially have 3 Lords: Spider-Man, Hulk, and now the Human Torch.